Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy SS3, because they'll be doing a video discussing new Dragon Ball universes. Now, before I get into the video, if you guys didn't watch my other video about the Bardock one, then I just gotta say that, yo, this is not, if my editing does seem weird, it's because it's not my usual editing laptop. Long story short, I'm just waiting for the charger to come in. That laptop, it's, you know, it's kind of, it's incapacitated at the moment, but nonetheless, if my editing style does seem different, it's because, yeah, I don't have my current editing laptop, and I've been forced to use a whole different new software and everything. So yeah, that's the reason why. But without further ado, let's go and get to the video. Now, I know just from the title alone, you guys are thinking, what are you talking about? New universe? What, is there like some extra universes? But hear me out. We know that in Dragon Ball Super currently there are 12 universes. It goes from universe 1 to 12, and each universe has their own respective differences. We know that some universes, they're actually twins, they're actually copies of the other one. For example, universe 6 and universe 7, we know that those are basically counterpart universes. And yeah, we basically do know that each universe has its little counterpart, and they all also have one thing in common. They all have gods of destruction, such as Beerus, Champa, you know, etc, etc. They all have angels like Whis, Vados, etc, etc, and they all have Supreme Kais, or however you want to call it, Supreme Kais, Apprentice Kais. Yeah, they all have those in them too. So yeah, those are the main foundations when it comes to a universe from Dragon Ball Super. They have a god of destruction, an angel, and a Supreme Kai. But if you guys don't remember, a while ago, when Whis and Zeno and the Grand Priest and all of them were talking, we know that the Grand Priest, he ended up revealing that, yo, there were actually more than 12 universes. There was actually 18 universes. So that means that universe 13 through 18 were destroyed. Yes, it was confirmed that Zeno ended up destroying universes 13 through 18. And this led me to believe, yo, if this doesn't call for a whole video, I don't know what does. Now, the first thing that I want to discuss when it comes to these universes is, why were they destroyed? Now, when we look at why they were destroyed, we have to look at the current universes that have been destroyed. Now, we do know that the first universe that we saw get destroyed was the future universe 11. If I'm not mistaken, the universe 10, the future universe 10 universe destroyed, because we saw the whole thing with Zamasu. Zeno ended up coming in. He was like, whoa, what's going on here? Zeno was like, nah, this isn't popping off. He saw Zamasu doing all this weird stuff, like taking over the skies, you know, trying to do all this bad, you know. We saw what Zamasu was doing, and Zeno was like, yeah, let me put an end to this. So we saw Zeno, he actually did destroy future Trunks' universe, and that was really the first time that we seen a universe get destroyed. And then the next time that we seen a universe get destroyed was actually recently, but it was actually in the Tournament of Power. Yes, we saw him destroy Universe 9, and this was a big moment in the Dragon Ball series, simply because, yo, we thought that, let's be honest, we didn't necessarily believe that Zeno was gonna go through. Well, there was some people who didn't believe that Zeno would go through and actually destroy the universes, and some people are like, whoa, like they were thinking that Zeno, maybe there's gonna be some type of like plot twist, whereas he doesn't have to destroy the universe or something. But we saw Universe 9 end up getting destroyed, and that's when we took it seriously. We were like, okay, this is not something to joke around about. And then we even see the current Universe 10 get erased. Like, yes, the reason why this kind of hurt a little bit is because, I'll be honest, Gowasu, he, you know, we kind of had a little connection between Gowasu, you know, it's due to the fact that we seen him earlier on. And I'm not gonna lie, like, seeing him get destroyed, he was really like the first, I guess you could say, valuable character. I don't know, I don't want to say valuable because it makes it seem like all the other characters was valuable, but it's like the first character that we had like somewhat of a attachment to actually get erased. So yeah, definitely that shows that Zeno, he will destroy a universe if he has to. But this leads me back to the question, what made these universes get erased? Was it because they did something evil? Was it because they lost a similar bet? Me personally, and a lot of people, they believe that, what if there was actually a Tournament of Power prior to this? Now, we know that Universe 6 and 7, they actually did hold their own little tournament, you know, the whole arc between who would get the super Dragon Balls. And yeah, what if the universes 13 through 18 had like a similar thing where they held their own tournament of power? I don't know, that's just one of the speculations I have on why it was destroyed. Now, the one thing that God discussed is the angels, because we seen when a universe gets destroyed, everything disappears. We see the god destruction gets disappeared, we see all the inhabitants of it get disappeared, and we also see even like the supreme gods and all of them, they end up disappearing. But the people who stay, which is actually spooky, are the angels. And the reason why I say this is spooky is because the angels, for the most part, they don't seem like they take that as like a grain of salt. Like, they see the universe get destroyed, like their god destruction. Mind you, they handpick these god destructions, so they obviously train them. You know, they obviously have some type of connection, they have some type of bond with them. But when they see them get destroyed, they basically shrug their shoulders like, who cares? Like, what? Like, these, like the angels, I don't know if they should be called angels, because when you think of angels, you think of a nice person. Like, maybe these things should be called demons, because yeah, the way how they responded to their universes get destroyed, they really don't care. So we know that the angels, for some strange reason, they are protected from the whole universe getting destroyed. So if a universe gets destroyed, an angel gets to stay. However, what happened to the angels of universe 13 through 18? Yes, this is why it gets very spooky, because they said that universes 13 through 18 were basically destroyed a while ago. So where have the angels been since then? Are they working with Zeno? Do they stay at the same place that the Grand Priest stays at? Or maybe they were also wiped out too. Maybe they did something, because maybe they did something, and I'm sorry I had to take a little pause right there, but maybe they did something that ended up angering Zeno and he ended up destroying them as well. But me personally, I don't think that they did that. Like, I'm excited to see where the angels are. Some people are saying that maybe this might be more evidence to show that the angels and the Grand Priests are evil, because maybe they're hiding out somewhere trying to do this big master plan. Me personally, I don't know if I want to go that far, say the angels are evil, but definitely I do think that it is worth discussing where the angels could be. I think that they might be in the same world that the Grand Priest and Zeno are usually at. I don't know if they're being evil, but yeah, definitely do guys say, where did these guys go? And the last thing that I want to discuss is, can these universes be brought back to life? Now, there's actually going to be two little topics. I'm gonna bring up can and should they be brought back to life. Now, as for can they be brought back to life, I think so. You know, me personally, I do think that with the wish of the Super Dragon Balls, maybe somebody will be able to bring back the other universes for the Dragon Ball, for, you know, the ones that were destroyed. You know, now, as far as will Zeno actually let it happen, we don't know, but I do think that it is possible, because the Super Dragon Balls are basically said to be, it's like super OP. They say they could grant any wish, so who's not to say that it won't be able to get brought back and actually bring back the other 13 through 18 universe. Now, as for should they be brought back, now this is going to be controversial, but I do think that they should be brought back, and here's why. Me personally, I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Super. I know that there's a lot of people that despise Dragon Ball Super, but I don't want this to be the final arc, simply because there's so much stuff that can still be covered. Like without the universes 13 and 18, there's so much stuff that can still be covered. So if you do add the fact that they want to bring in universe 13 through 18, I definitely do think that this can extend the series. And not to mention the fact that we know that the creator, or not the creator, but the voice actor of Goku, she actually wants Dragon Ball Super to go on for like 700 episodes. Yes, she wants Dragon Ball Super to go on that long. So I definitely do think that if Dragon Ball Super does come back, I said if the universes 13 through 18 do end up coming back, I do think that it could extend the series, and we could actually end up exploring and seeing the other universes. Because I'm gonna be honest, the current universes, they're not really, how should I say this, interesting. And the only universes that I'm really interested in from this current one are like universe 11, universe 6, and that's about it, due to the fact that these were like the only two universes besides universe 7 that got hyped up. Like all the other ones, like, yeah, we know that, I believe it's universe 2 that has like the fish god of destruction looking guy. His universe seems somewhat interesting, but like as far as like the characters and like mortals, they don't really do anything for me. But if we get introduced to universe 13 to 18, I think it will be dope, because it's a whole new perspective, and this time we can actually properly get universe development. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think that the tournament of power, it was kind of like prematurely happened. I don't want to say premature because it sounds weird, but I think that it happened like way too early. Maybe if they would have like fleshed out the other universes before the tournament of power happened, we would have cared for the other universes somewhat. But I definitely do think that if the universe 13 through 18 do get brought back, we'll be able to properly and actually execute it correctly, and actually be able to search through and actually go through all the universes. So yeah, overall, do you guys want universe 13 through 18 to be revived, or do you guys think that it should stay destroyed? Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.